Hi, my name's Anna Maria Masidi, and I'd like to share a little bit of my story with you in the hopes of encouraging you. Guys, I was 397 pounds. Yes, I was. At 48 and a half years old, I honestly thought I'd end up on an episode of My 600-Pound Life because I was getting there. I have a lovely family, and I honestly did not want them to have to take care of me for the rest of my life. So I had a reason. I had a reason to make changes. Now, what changes do you make? What direction do you go in? I had been reading a lot about low carb eating. So when I realized I couldn't control my sugars, my grains like bread, did I mention I'm Italian and we eat a lot of pasta and bread? Yeah, a lot of pasta and bread. I had a great upbringing. I had loving parents. The food was good and homemade, nothing out of a can. Guys, but it was abundant. And me, I was the only one, obese in the family, didn't know how to control my food. So at the age of 48 and a half, I made the change. I started to cut back a little bit and a little bit more. And for 10 months, I literally laid down sugars and grains. Well, I lost 120 pounds in those 10 months. Then I realized I was having some kind of issues with vegetables. So I laid them down too. And I became a carnivore. Don't get nervous. You have to look at the profile of vitamins and minerals in a steak. The nutritional profile is amazing. So I started to go carnivore, and since then have lost a total of 196 pounds. Guys, I'm still going, and I want you to know something. I was most definitely pre-diabetic. My A1C was above 6.0 at one point. I have lipedema, which is a horrible connective tissue disorder in the limbs. Mine was in the legs. And I was just constantly between gout and feeling depressed and angry. Most of us who don't feel well, our attitude is always completely off, and I never felt well. Why? Well, because I was always eating too much of the wrong food, and it never really felt right. But when I made those changes, I just knew things were gonna be different. Everything started being different. And then I realized that as a carnivore, my blood work's gonna be awfully different than other people's blood work. And the numbers, the standards, the ranges on our blood work these days, those are for people who are on the standard American diet. Not me, not this girl. So I looked for a metabolic health physician. I found him on the Diet Doctor website. His name is Dr. Bilal Mannan. I want you to know something. You go to doctors for lots of different reasons. A lot of times people are at their wits' end. They're ill. They don't feel well. You need help. You need direction. I needed encouragement. I needed someone who understood me. I needed someone who can continue to guide me in my quest for complete health. So I made a phone call, and I'll never forget that phone call because I was like, excuse me, Dr. Mannan, I have to ask you. You are telling me that you understand low carb and carnivore? And he's like, yes, I do. I'm like, really? Can I come see you? Can I come meet you? And he spent so much time with me. I think our first appointment was like an hour and 45 minutes of just talking and getting to know each other and getting an understanding of who I am, what my needs are, and how he can help. I have been greatly encouraged. I've been here, it's been over 6 months now that I've been meeting with him, and I am so encouraged. Guys, listen to me. There is hope. I am now 52 years old. I am at a wonderful weight. I am healthy. It doesn't mean you ever become perfect, but the things that you can do when you actually surrender and do what you need to do, I honestly believe God does the rest. But you gotta do your part. So make the phone call, get yourself in here to meet Dr. Mannan. And honestly, just understand that there's a path for you and that you are gonna do better. And until then, Make the best choices that you can, okay? I hope the best for you.